Okay, so this is actually a Trundle support, not what I was really expecting. I thought that was going to be the potential Trundle in the jungle, but this for me is a little bit curious because I thought the biggest thing that was missing on BLG's side was actually some sort of engage tool, right? Because one of the big things about Ziggs is a CC chain that
Finishing is exceptional.
Yeah, I think the problem that we have for BLG is more so just kind of how inconsistent that has been. Because sometimes they look phenomenal in skirmishes. Other times we get ppgod who takes that step too far forward and dies. Like, he's the highest deaths of any support at 15. We might see one here.
Right, well, Wei jumps out of the pit with a ward jump here. WeiWei can pull this Drake out. And it looks like Wei will concede it completely. Doesn't move over, doesn't have priority in the mid lane. And BLG with a very nice answer. WeiWei reads the book, figures out what he's going to be doing on the map, moves over and contests the Drake. Very nicely done. Xiaohu actually using his ult in this top side as well, but BiuBiu's winning out this trade. Xiaohu could be in big trouble here. BiuBiu on this Jayce, blind picked it, got some bans and gets himself a solo kill onto the little tiger.
5v5.
Everyone moving over, aiming TPs to that tower in the mid lane. BLG want to fight. They don't want to give RNG anything to work with here as ppgod steps on forward, has the pillar available, subjugate available for him as well. Can remove a lot of those tanky stats from Ming. Herald down to 2,000 already as ppgod tries to move on forward, pillar in, but the Herald is taken. BLG look for the fight. Chains of Corruption goes wide. There's a shockwave, solar flare, only onto ppgod. A great cast comes out, but it's not enough to finish the kill. And actually, it's BLG that start things off strong. Wei looking for more, but misses the belly bop. It's just a kill for BLG and a Herald for RNG.
Isn't really going their way, so now we're seeing RNG going, hey, look, we can't make this play happen, but we'll just go towards the dragon off of the mid and bot priority.
Should be able to take this one with no contest from the side of BLG, so nicely done by RNG. And it has to be said, the pacing of the snowballing through the top side, but it's going to be BLG trying to do that as Xiaohu's in trouble. Has his explosive cask. What can he do with it? Knocks BiuBiu out, flashes back underneath the tower, damage on Zeka, but he's happy to tank up here and gets away with his life. Now, in the bottom side, RNG look to answer, but they've taken 2 tower shots very early on. Cryin denied! And RNG just can't get anything to work this game.
Yeah, nice try from Xiaohu to get something to happen. At least he gets the creeps, but the tower is being traded on the top side. Now, Rift Herald's still in the vicinity, so they can't try and make this work, but aiming, looking to clear out the wave.
This will be 4 plates taken by the looks of things with this Herald, but they won't be able to finish the tower. Importantly, BiuBiu pushing up in the top side in the meantime.
Not really been able to get an answer elsewhere on the map either, which is why we're sitting at a 2k gold lead for BLG.
Feels like BLG have read him like a book, but ppgod is caught out, taken out, gets his average of 1 death before 15 minutes, like we know he will. But BLG answer with a kill of their own, and now Cryin in trouble, trying to escape, trying to do some fancy footwork. He's getting chased down here. A lot of movement speed with that base rush, keeps him safe, and a great chain of corruption from Cryin to stop the pursuit. Nicely done to disengage by RNG. It's a 1-for-1 in the end.
But aiming's topside. He's managed to get that tower for himself. Now he's getting a ton of plates. He's going to keep pushing. Like, BLG are still winning this.
BiuBiu's in trouble here. There's a collapse. There's a TP coming out from RNG as well, but health bars are low. WeiWei might just be able to finish them all off. BiuBiu with the first kill. Cryin is back. He just escaped from there and he's TP'd back in. Now there's a bomb coming down on Xiaohu, who's 1 HP, and he can't go anywhere because of the minefields. Aiming is all over this game. And now Gala in all kinds of trouble. The Realm Warp in. RNG getting picked apart. It's a kill for Wei, but it's barely anything in comparison to what BLG are finding for themselves.
It is obnoxious. Like, near like half healthy people, BiuBiu is hitting that point. You've got aiming who's going to be tossing the Mega Inferno bombs over the top as well. Like, this is going to become really difficult for RNG to actually try and defend against this. And although we said, look, there's not a huge amount of like CC enablement for like some aiming or for like BiuBiu to hit these shots, there is a good amount of disengage where you've got like the pillar to try and stop RNG at least aggressing from the front. So we're going to need to start to see RNG making these clever plays off of TPs, finding flanks and closing the gap on towards BLG.
Herald down in the mid lane here. And with a Ziggs, you can always just satchel charge onto the tower.
Oh, wait.
Will the Herald actually get the charge? I mean, Wei has just committed suicide to try and stop the Herald. He's still got the charge. The tower still goes down. That is just a disaster for RNG. Just look at the gold difference. 6,000 at this point. as BLG are running away with this game. That is all 3 first-tier towers taken down. This will be a second Drake as well, which is going to be an Ocean Soul this game. And you're talking about, Dagda, how there isn't that much CC to set up for these skill shots, right? But when you're this far ahead and you can just set up on the objectives, you can just use the jungle. There are choke points that everyone has to walk through. You just lob everything their way.
Side of the map, and yes, you could TP him in, but to where? Like, you don't have vision control anywhere, so RNG gives this up. Instead, they're going to use this opportunity to get vision control of Baron. And for RNG, like, as we said, this is about closing the gap and finding cool ways to interact with BLG's composition at melee range. Like, no one on BLG is going to really be able to withstand a burst combo if Xiaohu's, like, toss someone back into the team. But you're not getting these wards where you can look for that play.
Oh, aiming's just... Everyone's just keep walking over the control ward. It doesn't matter, though. Cryin falls for the trap. Zeka and ppgod just waiting at either side of the tower. And then we see the bomb fly over from aiming. There's another tier 2 taken. Another Ocean.
He was out of range of it, which meant he maybe could have got onto aiming, but wasn't quite. Now BLG are sieging up once again. Chains of Corruption.
Overextension from ppgod here. Ming follows up Xiaohu into the play as well. They're desperately trying to finish this Trundle off, but he stole all the tanky stats, and he barely lives through to the end of the fight. Here we go, Everfrost in. BLG losing out on this one as it's 2 kills for RNG to start us off. Looks like RNG can't follow on for 2.
Very quickly and get that big engage that you need. You've already got the push in bot side and vision control here for BLG in the jungle, but WeiWei.
Flash forward from Gala. BiuBiu's in trouble. There's the Sonic Wave as well. Can they finish the kill? The answer is yes. RNG, 2 picks back to back. And now a heartbreak as BLG looking for Xiaohu in the jungle as well. Shockwave onto 2. It's 1-for-1 so far, but RNG are grouped up. They might be able to find themselves a fight. Aiming behind everyone. He has a lot of damage from these bombs. Ming behind him flashes to get the stun, but he answers with his own life here. And WeiWei trying to close the gap. He's pretending to be Leona, but it was all a trick. It's Viego all along. And he will go down in the end. The damage not there from aiming. BLG trade 2 for 2. Can they get the Drake for themselves here? They don't have a smite available, but Wei cannot contest.
Well, Wei's starting to move in now. There's the TP, round 2, Munch.
Time to see who gets the Drake. It is going to be the soul taken by BLG. 3v3 here with an Ocean Soul and a gold lead. Surely BLG will take this one. Cryin goes down. Wei goes down. Gala left alone in the world, and he ults too early. The pillar is perfect. Get out your hymn books. It's time to praise ppgod.
And BLG will get the Baron off of this play as well. The soul to BLG, the Baron to BLG. And you thought this siege was obnoxious before? Well, this is about to get a whole lot worse. Who? What?
What? What? I don't know what that TP was. He's trying to buy space, trying to buy time, but it's going to do nothing. As BLG get onto the Baron themselves, and they only need a couple of people to do this one. You can see BiuBiu still just pushing in the mid lane because there's no one available to contest. Baron falls. It doesn't really matter. That's the problem. Oh, we're already into the action. Wei's been caught out. Gala's been caught out. Everybody on RNG has been taken out. Xiaohu falls for the 7th time this game. Xiaohu has been the entire story of success for RNG this split, and BLG have completely obliterated the RNG playbook here. The towers will fall. BLG break open the base, and they're not showing any signs of stopping here, Dagda. 4 members strong. BLG will break down the Nexus towers. Ming doing everything he can to hold the gates, but it's just not going to happen. A 4-man shockwave, but it simply does not matter. BLG take game number 1 against RNG.
And in such dominant fashion as well. This felt like BLG taking their style and turning it up to 90. Absolutely tearing through Xiaohu in that top side of the map, aiming